Do something daily and you'll change your life. That's been a philosophy of mine that I've been trying to live by for, I think, the past year or two. Basically, I started a big challenge, which was trying to upload every single day for YouTube onto the second channel. I started it December of last year, so we are about 5 months away from completing that challenge. We've actually uploaded a video every single day so far since December of last year. And I've been thinking to myself, now that I'm doing this new challenge, this is like what I want to just mention before we get it fully started. I was thinking of how maybe what I should do instead of trying to churn out a whole video of me telling a story, adding B-roll and everything in one day, or I suppose for me, I call it the challenge hour, and it's whatever challenge I'm doing, I'll spend at least 1 hour on it. But instead of just doing 1 hour for like one video, why not just change the interval just slightly into, instead of doing something daily, it's still considered the same session, but you're doing something alternating. So, for instance, I'll be trying to construct the story and then also doing the voiceover for the story in one day. And then the next day is when I sift through the B roll and add the B roll and favorite the B roll and all that stuff, and then post it and do all the other stuff afterwards. I mean, I guess I don't think I'll do a thumbnail. Like I think that'll be like 3-step interval into the future if that ever happens. But I just thought to myself, that kind of makes things more sustainable. And I think sustainability is very important when you are trying to build like some habit or doing a challenge, for instance, and you actually want to succeed. Like making it as sustainable as possible is definitely something you should strive for and something I'm striving for. So 15 stories is it kind of makes sense because when I was in Japan, I told about 15 stories. So me doing this 30-day challenge where I'm telling stories and also trying to solve life problems and doing 15 of those, that kind of fits perfectly to complete the whole storytelling challenge. And that's what I'm going to do with the whole interval of first telling the story with the voiceovers, constructing it, making the best it can be in that 1 hour, and then the next day in 1 hour, add the B-roll and all that stuff. And it's not going to be like an amazing video because it's like a 2 hour creation process for the video. But at the very least, it'll be slightly better than what I've been doing recently, which is just recording myself and then literally just posting afterwards. And I think in between, I will continue to make these videos where I basically just express whatever idea I feel like. Like for instance, I just made a video about the iPad 2025, the small 11-inch version. I guess most people probably buy iPads that are smaller, but I personally prefer like the 13-inch iPads. So I have the 2018 iPad Pro that's 13-inch, and I feel like every time I see an 11-inch iPad, which is like a normal one, I feel like it's so small. But anyways, I made a video about that because I just thought it was fun to make a video about since I allocated time and resources into it and thought about how best to, I'm looking at it right now, how best to like make it fit what I like and make it worth buying, because I bought it for like language school in the future if everything goes through. But yeah, that's what I'll do, is basically alternate between storytelling videos and then expression videos. And technically the storytelling videos are also expression videos, but the expression videos like this, where I kind of just pretty low effort, but more so just talking and saying whatever I want, because I like those and I think I'm going to keep doing them basically forever. Yeah. But I also like to experiment and put the challenges on this channel as well. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about, just an example of how to make something a bit more sustainable by changing the interval of it. Instead of doing something completely daily, it's sort of like you have the session daily and you change what you're doing for that session. And honestly, I prefer daily, like just doing the same sort of like practice this, practice that, do this. it kind of makes the most sense because it's easier to improve if you do that. But a back and forth interval isn't too bad either, especially if you want something to be better, I guess. I think ideally for YouTube, it would be a much larger interval. Like if you wanted to make weekly videos, for instance, you would have like set days where you brainstorm, then write the script, then do the voiceover and film stuff, and then do the editing and so on. Like it's probably like a week interval instead of just 2 days. But this is what I'm gonna do for the challenge because I like it this way. So that's pretty much it for this one. Hopefully you can gather some sort of insight from that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.